This is the view you get from the plane as you're about to touch ground in the Seychelles archipelago. Located in the Indian Ocean, in line just south of the equator, these extensive group of islands amount to 115. Whilst each island has its own personal charm, most activities center around the three main islands known as the sister islands, with Mahi being the largest, followed by Praslin and then La Digue. It is known as the land of perpetual summer, and I can certainly see why. Day one of our trip starts in Mahi, or rather on the jetty of Mahi, as we embark on an adventure of a lifetime. The day is hot, boiling hot, with the sun beating down on us at 28 degrees Celsius, and I'm already regretting this dress. Today we are taking a ferry to Praslin on board the Cat Coco. These are high-speed catamarans operating daily between the islands, not only to Praslin but also between Mahi and La Digue. Island hopping has never been this easy. On board, the wait is all forgotten and the heat exhaustion turns into unbridled excitement. Getting from Mahi to Praslin is quick and easy. In just 60 minutes, you'll be transported from Mahi's Victoria quayside to Bailly St. Anne jetty on Praslin. Oh, but the view on the way is spectacular. As the island of Mahi becomes a distant landmass, the cool water spraying on you wakes you up, and is evident I'm not the only one uber excited as tourists head to the back of the ferry to take pictures and enjoy the experience. Of course, this is very definitely a selfie-worthy moment. We dock at the Praslin jetty, and the first thing I do while you enjoy the view is change into something a little more summer-friendly. It is a short ride to our first stop, and we arrive eager and ready. Vallee De Mei Nature Reserve, or Mei Valley, is a nature park and UNESCO World Heritage Site in the middle of the Praslin Island.
We are on Praslin, where we have this famous nature reserve called the Vallee De Mei. And the most attraction here is our Coco de Mer. We have 6 endemic palms here in this area, and the park itself is around 20 hectares. But they are all with French name, Latanier Mille Pattes. It's these ones here they use as decoration. Latanier Feuille is this one here.
Yeah.
And in the past, they used to make it for the cover of the house. Yeah?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you've seen down there, yeah? And nowadays also, but because it's protected, you have to have a special permission from the government to use it. You cannot just go in the forest and cut it. It's not allowed, yeah? And again, the Kenyan nobles, the one you asked me before, they make a heart salad with the heart. Yeah? Exactly. This is the Coco de Mer, and this is another one, Latanier La.
The park was an undisturbed virgin forest until the 1930s. The status of the park was then changed to a national park for better conservation and preservation actions under the National Parks and Nature Conservancy Act of 1979. Inscribed by UNESCO in 1983, Vallee De Mei is one of the organization's smallest natural World Heritage sites. The nature park consists of a well-preserved palm forest whose flagship species is the island endemic Coco de Mer, which has quite a story to tell, as well as 5 other endemic palms. Also unique to the park is its wildlife, including birds such as the rare Seychelles black parrot, mammals, crustaceans, snails, and reptiles. But back to the Coco de Mer. The monocot tree in the palm family has the largest seeds of any plant in the world. It is dioecious, meaning it has separate male and female plants. The peculiar suggestive shape of its fruits was, according to legend, what caused the plague of our forefathers in the Garden of Eden. More interesting facts about the Coco de Mer is that only when it begins to produce flowers, which can vary from 11 years to 45 or more, is it possible to determine the sex of the plant. Not only that, it requires 6 to 7 years to mature and a further 2 years to germinate. It is sometimes also referred to as the sea coconut, love nut, double coconut, or coco fessa. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to take pictures. Now back on the hike trail, we come across some very special and unique leaves.
In the park, we can come across, for example, if you have a smell here, it's very intensive. It's called the 4 spices tree. Is this one here? This one here. It smells like nutmeg, like cloves, like pepper, like cinnamon, 4 in 1. So if you're in the kitchen, you're missing something, you don't need to run here and there, you can use
Can I sell it here?
Yes, it's very good for fish and also for...
If you are lucky, you might get to see the Seychelles black parrot. This small bird is entirely dark grey except for greyish undertail coverts. It is only found on the island of Praslin. Then it was time to leave Vallee De Mei. Our guide, Dave, took us on a ride through town just before our scheduled stop at the tortoise pen. Here you get to feed giant Aldabra tortoises and visitors are shown around their pens. You can even stroke them if you're not too paranoid about being snapped. But the day just got better, as just a few steps away we are lured into Anse Lazio beach. Considered to be the best beach on Praslin and one of the best in the archipelago, it is rated in the top 5 beaches in the world. It is absolutely magnificent. When they speak of white sandy beaches and blue oceans you can walk into for miles, this is what they are referring to. How could I not take a dip here? It is absolutely magnificent. Not much happens here except sunbathing, rich folks on yachts and wading into cool refreshing waters where you can see fish swimming and even stingray. That was my cue to maybe spend some time on the shore. Like I said, this day has been my favorite.